Ben Simmons or Donovan Mitchell, who should be the Rookie of the Year? Let's start with you first, Keith.
For me, this is two ways you can go about this. If you have to pick just one person, I'm going with Ben Simmons. I love this Mitchell kid, Donovan Mitchell. He's had an incredible year. There's no denying the talent there, but just what Simmons has done, it's historical. 15 points, 8 assists, 8 boards, a steal a game. That's the first in NBA history to do that. If I'm picking one, I'm going with Ben Simmons because there's also a precedent here. We've seen this with Blake Griffin back in 2009 when he was not allowed to play his first year due to injury. So if I'm picking one, I'm going with Simmons. If we can do a co-rookie, which we've seen before with, I think one of the last times I remember was Jason Kidd and Grant Hill, I think they could go that way. So that's how I would do it. There's two scenarios.
Okay, first, I disagree with two of your points real quick. One, there doesn't need to be double winners. Only one. I don't like the double winner thing.
It's happened before.
I know, but I don't like the double thing. Two, Donovan Mitchell, to me, is the no-brainer.
Okay.
20.5 points a game on a Jazz team nobody cares about. Look at his supporting cast. And this team currently is third in the West. The West is a tough conference, not taking anything away from Ben Simmons, but he doesn't have the offensive game Donovan Mitchell has. This guy could score from anywhere on the floor. He looks good. He looks extremely good. He's not going to get the credit. He's not going to get all the hype. He plays in, again, Utah. Nobody really cares about Utah, but he has this team, and he's the leader of a team that's third in the Western Conference. Ben Simmons, he has a lot of help. He has a J.J. Redick. He has a Joel Embiid who arguably is a top 3 big man right now. He doesn't have that in Utah. Donovan Mitchell, he's not by himself, but he doesn't have the squad that the Sixers have, and Ben Simmons, the help that he's getting.
Well, Jansen, I'm going to play devil's advocate right here because based off of your points, like I said, big football guy, time to football. So I'm going to correlate it to that. Last year, who won the MVP? Tom Brady. Should have been Russell Wilson. Some people would debate. But people didn't give Russell Wilson a chance because he was on a crappy Seahawks team. Tom Brady won the MVP because the Patriots were phenomenal.
I agree with that right there, yeah. So
if you're looking at that case, it's like, are you voting for the Rookie of the Year on the best player on a crappy team, or I wouldn't say crappy, but just not as good? Or are you voting for someone that's more dominant and statistically, individually performing well?
Oh, what I'm saying is this. I'm saying that the Sixers have a better team than the Jazz, and the Jazz are still a better team in a harder conference. So that's the way I'm taking it with Donovan Mitchell. Now, if the Jazz were the 7th, 8th seed, I'd probably go with Ben Simmons over Donovan Mitchell. Ben Simmons is great. He can't shoot. He can't shoot free throws. Donovan Mitchell, I know he can shoot free throws. I know he could hit the clutch shot at the end of the game. So I have to pick him. I like this guy. He could be a superstar.